I think workmanlike, when you look it up in the dictionary, may be exactly what this game was.
Yeah, I mean, I think that may be a good word to describe it. You know, this is one of those games where you have to celebrate the good that can come out of it. And the good news is that we responded from last night. We did have a bounce back. We did create some pressure and some traffic. We did, at the end of the day, find a way to get back in the win column and get some things back over to our side that we can use this weekend. But we are well aware that we need to do some things. I think we need to be a little bit better with runners in scoring position. We definitely need to be more competitive within the at-bats offensively whenever the bases are loaded. And I think we need to be more efficient on the mound. I know that some of those guys, that's their first time out there in a while, and I know they need that opportunity. And I'm proud of the way in which, at the end of the day, they did compete for a 9-3 victory. But I think there's ways we can be more efficient by having a little bit more intent and a little bit more competitiveness with the pitch execution, and not put ourselves in such laborious positions, right?
Well, Kate Bryant did seem in those last 3 innings, he seemed to come in and kind of pound the zone, did strike out 5, and was able to carry through without having to use any more arms to get to the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, and credit to KB, good job by him. And, you know, is that what, his second time out? And a long stretch in between, and so you can expect a few of those things. But he did. He came in and he filled up the strike zone. He came in and he was able to keep some people off balance, right? And so a huge credit to him. That's a big moment for a freshman. It's a big moment for the ball club. And yeah, I mean, a good job by him to come in and settle in and help us get to the finish line. It takes everybody, especially with where we are in the season and where we are with the club. It takes everybody at times, and I thought that's a good example of it.
It was the same way in the 9 runs that were scored. The guys that, not to mention, Menard had a couple, Zach White had one, Bryce Johnson had a couple, Thomas Marsal. It wasn't necessarily one guy with a big swing. It was kind of death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, and I think to some degree we did score runs in a multitude of ways. There was a sac fly in there. We did it with some decent base running. We did it with, some infield hits. We did it with some this and some that, some manufacture to some degree. And so we did score 9 runs in a multitude of different ways. I really think with runners in scoring position and with the bases loaded, we need to be a little bit more savage competitive and not go down as easy as maybe what we made it seem like. And that's, maybe that's reaching or maybe that's grabbing. And I don't want it to sound bad. I know that our club is capable of so much more, and we want so much more in a moment like this, that we can go into the weekend, because I think we're going to face a ball club this weekend that these games may turn out very much the same, where we're going to have to do a multitude of things in a multitude of ways, and it's going to take everybody. And so glad we got that kind of chink in our armor, so to speak, but we need to be better in the execution mode as we go through it.
Well, Bert, go celebrate with your team. It's kind of a long one to get through tonight, but you waited it out, so go celebrate with your team.
All right, thanks, everybody. Fork 'em Demons, man.
That was Northwestern State head coach Chris Bertrand. So for Davey Antilli, James Stanfield, Aiden Cryer, our entire ESPN Plus crew, this is Jason Pugh signing off from the City of Lights, Natchitoches, Louisiana. For your final score, Northwestern State 9, Southern 3. All games airing on the ESPN family of networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN